Hello everyone. Uh, so this video is about the latest technology and new discoveries. This is for quick revision for competitive exams. So if you can't spend a lot of time reading lot of books, and this will help you. This is the first one. In-flight Wi-Fi system. So the government has permitted airlines operating in India to provide Wi-Fi services to the passengers. Like who will permit for this is pilot will give the permission to on the flight mode, and this uses two kinds of technologies. One is terrestrial internet services. uh, when once the flight mode is activated, the plane's antenna will link to the terrestrial internet services. Then after the aircraft has climbed 3000 meters, then the antenna will switch to satellite based services. The internet has been restored in Jammu and Kashmir, but the connectivity will be available with MAC binding. What is MAC binding? MAC means Media Access Control, a hardware identification number that is unique to it. So what MAC binding actually does is it binds the MAC with the IP address of the internet. Whenever using internet, you'll get an IP address, right? So it will link, and if the IP address or the MAC address will change, then the device can no longer access the internet. So this so it also helps monitoring authorities. They can trace the specific system from which a particular online activity was carried out. Ossification test. It is the primary test for determining the age by ossification method. So human bones are remodeled and a new layer of bone matter is formed, and that process is called ossification, and it is merely an expert opinion. Courts have held this medical opinion under the Indian Evidence Act 1872. Therefore, it cannot be binding upon courts in the case of state of Madhya Pradesh versus Anup Singh. And it can only give the estimated age, and is also not useful for age above 25 years because the skeletal growth stops at that age. Hydrogen fuel is a zero emission fuel, and it is used in fuel cells or internal combustion engines and for spacecraft propulsions. So what is so this can be, it will give very high energy, but the problem is that the storage of hydrogen gas is very problematic, and it is expensive because it needs to be stored in high pressure tanks and at cryogenic temperatures, because the boiling point of hydrogen at atmospheric pressure is minus 258.8 degrees Celsius, and just at it, as it boils down, it will become highly flammable. And hydrogen deposits, like other fossil fuels, are not available from the earth. It should be produced by chemical reactions only. Turbo e-mass and turbo electricity. It is developed by the Center for Nano and Soft Material Sciences, Bangalore. It is an autonomous institute of Department of Science and Technology, and it uses the principle of electrostatics. When two non-conducting rods are rubbed together, one acquires a positive and negative charge that you have learned from your 8th class onwards. What is electrostaticity? Like you take the comb and you rub it on the plastic comb, you rub it on your dry hair and you keep it on the papers, then it will attract the papers. So same kind of contact electrification method, and the materials will become electrically charged. In this there are three layers. A layer of nylon cloth, it is sandwiched between two polypropylene layers. So this material, when used as mask, it can even kill the virus. Reverse vaccinology. So nowadays we are hearing a lot of vaccinology, vaccines and all. So reverse vaccinology is developed by Tamil Nadu. Like it is a vaccine candidate against SARS-CoV-2 through reverse vaccinology technology. Previously, it is used for vaccination of meningococcal and staphylococcal infections. what is the process actually is they collect the antigens from the genome information with the aid of computers without culturing anything in the microorganisms or lab, and they will do in silico analysis, means all the analysis also will be done in the computer by comparing the multiple genome sequences in order to identify the conserved antigens what are already present from the previous heterogeneous already present pathogens, what are the common things that are present, and they will do some transcriptome using the RNA and proteomic means protein data sets, and they will collect all this information into a selection process that will reduce the amount of antigens candidates that will be used for the animal testing. And this is a quick method, but only proteins are targeted but not the polysaccharides. Artificial neural networks based global ionospheric model. It is developed by Indian Institute of Geomagnetism, Navi Mumbai. A global model to predict the ionospheric electron density with large data coverage, a crucial need for communication and navigation. So, depending on the presence of the electron density in the ionosphere region of the atmosphere, that will trigger the communication and navigation that is affected. So, the target of this artificial neural networks is the electron density to function at what height and at a given and location and time, at what height what kind of electron density is present. So what are artificial neural networks? Basically they replicate the process in the human brain like the biological neurons. They also solve problems like recognize, classify them, clusterize, generalize the data that is present, and they will predict the situations. Geofencing is an application that triggers emails and alert messages to an authorized government agency if a person has jumped the quarantine or escaped from the isolation. It uses the location based service in which an app or otherwise a GPS, FRID, Wi-Fi or cellular data is used, like from the cell phone they use to find where that person is present and his geographical location, and that fencing of that person's geographical location is called geofence, and it is accurate up to 300 meters. So it is based on the person's mobile phone's cell tower location. Chitra Gene LAMPN, a diagnostic test kit that can confirm COVID-19 in 2 hours at low cost. It is developed by Sri Chitra Thirunal Institute of Medical Sciences and Technologies, Trivandrum, under the Department of Science and Technology. It detects the N gene of SARS-CoV-2 virus using reverse transcriptase loop-mediated amplification of viral nucleotide. So this is the method, and it is specific as SARS-CoV-N gene and can detect 2 regions of the gene, because of which what happens, even one of the region doesn't fail, then the other at least will be identified. Even one of the region will undergo mutations at that current spread as the virus is spreading, the other gene at least can be identified. So it will reduce the false positive results. A technique for the amplification, like what is RT-PCR? Like it is a technique for amplification of a RNA. In this method, a DNA copy of the viral RNA is generated by reverse transcriptase, and then it is amplified and to increase the amount of DNA. So it is like reverse, like from DNA to RNA will get, but in this case from RNA DNA copy is created. Feluda is a low-cost paper strip which can detect the new coronavirus within an hour. It is developed by CSIR IGIB. So to know more information about this, please click on the above video, which you will get the detailed information of the Feluda. Deep nudes are computer generated images and videos. So cyber criminals use this artificial intelligence software to change the existing video or audio or a photo into the one that they wanted to. They will assemble the multimedia files into and make into different files and make into a one file, which is a realistic deep fake image and deep fake audio. It is a so because of this, the cyber criminals are spreading lot of misinformation, and they are also trying to intimidate or blackmail people with this. Scientists are studying the use of ultraviolet germicidal radiation to detect coronavirus in public places and stop the transmission of that virus. In this, they use the UV light that is obtained from the sun has a shorter wavelength than visible light, and UV light has the destructive properties which can be used to target the pathogens. This UV rays replicates the UVG germicidal radiations which is produced artificially. It will replicate the UV wavelengths that disinfects contaminated places like spaces, air and water. There's one more video coming tomorrow with all these topics, and thank you for watching.